Ma'am Puson, Dr. Manuel, Dr. Cruz, and Sir Mar, and of course to all of you and the staff who are here, and all our, as mentioned by Dr. Manuel, all Zoomers out there. Masantos ang mabigya ngarum na imbagamadong kadatayan. So let me give you updates on research and extension. But first of all, I would like to happily announce to all of you that all of our research and extension proposals, project proposals, presented to the BOR last second quarter meeting were all approved. But because of the current pandemic situation, I am expecting, or we are all expecting, that all of these cannot be implemented for several reasons, or for two reasons, major reasons. First is that it's already too late for us, especially those experimental researchers, so too late for them to start. And the second one, implementation of these, or conduct of these trainings, seminars, and studies may violate guidelines related to COVID management. And so, we need really to realign our research and extension proposals to projects that are actually that can be used to combat COVID, and we are looking into the production of bioethanol, and that is one of our maybe measures or one of our activities to combat this pandemic. And the second one, I guess it is best time for us to conduct a series of webinars. Okay, for the series of webinars, we are we are planning to conduct this, I guess, more than 10 webinars. So the first one, actually, this is on research ethics. We already conducted the first series of this research ethics last week. So that's the first, research ethics in the digital world. Then we also have the Python for beginners. A webinar also on manufacturing, on nanotechnology, especially as applied on bioethanol production, bioeconomy's role in the post-pandemic economic recovery. We also have qualitative analysis using text analytics, intermediate statistical analysis. Then we also have predictive analytics and data visualization, practical techniques in data management, project monitoring. Actually, we are planning to conduct this by the first or second week of July, this webinar on project monitoring, evaluation, and impact assessment. Ready na yung ating mga resource speakers. Also on research publication, we also have seminars on gender and development, particularly for our university officials. And another one, we have intellectual property protection, and also developing, rediscovering, and implementing research-based policies in higher education, cultural mapping, establishing a local profile. Then we also have here for concerning our environment, green, I guess you've heard of green chemistry. And by the second week, we're going to start with the in-house review of our research and extension proposals, as well as in-house review of our ongoing and completed research and extension approved projects. These are those implemented last year. I guess they are ready now for review. Okay. So in the proposals that we submitted to the BOR, we actually proposed for 8.4 million, and it was already approved. This is for research projects. While for extension, the amount of 4.5 million was already approved. Now, as I mentioned in my previous slides, I mentioned of bioethanol production because we believe that is one way for us to combat this, the effect of this COVID. So for this bioethanol production, we are planning to adopt. There are 3 phases actually that we are thinking. Okay, the first is the adoption of because we already have the Mamasu technology distillation of ethanol, and what we're going to do is just to adapt this one. This is based in Bugalyon. So, i-adapt na lang natin yan. Ano? So, we are arranging with the LGU and of course with the technology takers. So, maybe perhaps by the end of or starting July, first week of July, we're going to start with this project. And then just recently, I was contacted by the teachers of the nanotechnology and CLSU and offered me a project, a collaborative project with them regarding the fabrication of an ethanol distiller. Okay, so we will be fabricating soon our ethanol distiller, but it's in collaboration with the CLSU, and that is making use of their nanotechnology. And of course, along with this production of bioethanol is the most difficult part. We need to organize our community. We need to do profiling of NIPA farmers in Pangasinan because at present we still don't have the profile of the distribution of the NIPA farmers in Pangasinan and the distribution also of the NIPA plantation. We do not have a data on that. And then the second one is the along with this also, we have the development of the PSU ethanol distiller. So we are also, kasi yung pinaka-pinali natin. So we will adapt the technology of the Mamasu, we will fabricate a small ethanol distiller, and then finally, we will be developing our very own PSU ethanol distiller, exclusive for NIPA feedstock. Okay? And we can also conduct researches related to bioethanol, and these are mostly on social, economic, and environmental issues. We're going to get our budget or fund from this. As I mentioned in my previous slides, I mentioned of 8.4 million for research and extension, 4.5 for extension. So since we are not expecting that all of the projects related to research and extension can be implemented because of the reasons that I mentioned, so we will be maybe considering a realignment. Perhaps half of this research, half of this extension will be allotted to bioethanol production. And I'm also considering, because we need millions, the expert from CLSU mentioned of something like 3 million so that we can establish our own distiller, or we can fabricate a distiller in collaboration with them. So we are also looking into the possibility of the God attribution to add to the calculated expenses that we can extract from our research and extension. So that's all the updates on research and extension. Masatos yun, haron na siya yung dalawa na.